Oh, what's up, guys? So, I know it's been a while since I did a video, but it's also been a very long while since I did a pawn shop finds video, and people loved the last one I did with the 22. That's probably one of my most commented on videos to date. Is the pawn shop, going over that, Remington, what was it, 21T? It's no. But, I got some more pawn shop finds. I need to do some more videos. But last week, really, I finally found in the pawn shop a rifle I've been after forever. And guys, here it is. Might not be much to most, but to me, this right here is a complete and total treasure. So, what is it? What is so special about it, you ask? This right here is an H&R Ultra Varmint, thumbhole stock in 223. And, you know, a lot of people are like, well, it's an H&R. It's a single shot. It's like a $300 rifle. Well, this is kind of emotionally charged, I guess, or sentimentally charged. I have been looking for one of these for a while, mainly because if my little Chiweenie would shut up, I swear she does that when she hears anything. Anyway, excuse her. But when H&R used to be a really big thing, me and my dad, we used to look at the catalogs and whatnot all the time. And one of the main guns we looked at getting me for like my first big boy gun past my 410 and my 22 was an H&R 223. That was going to be my deer gun. I know that's kind of a weird option for a lot of people. 223 for deer, that's weird, but that's what we wanted it for, because 223 is a pretty little versatile cartridge when you think about it. If you just headshot like small game, you can take rabbits and crows and all types of stuff, and you can move up. And once your shot placement gets good and you use good ammo, you can take deer, hogs, whatever with it. Anyhow, once I start getting into more the long range stuff, I started shooting one, and my dad saw that, hey, this kid's gonna want to shoot long distance. He was like, we might want to get you this here Ultra Varmint with this long, heavy bull barrel, this cool ergonomic thumbhole stock. He was like, that would be perfect for you. Well, as y'all know, H&R went out of business in early 2016 or late 2018. I can't remember exactly which one. If you guys know, put it in the comments. But they went out of business, and we were never able to get this rifle. It was never the father-son thing we wanted it to be. So, me and him kind of agreed, if we ever saw one of these for sale and it wasn't ridiculous, because the prices on these things have jumped up ridiculously. They have a cult following pretty hard. And there's people who are happy to pay $800 for some of these models, especially something like this Ultra Varmint. I've seen these things go for $800, and people are fighting over them. But anyway, we said, hey, if we find it for the same price they used to be, we're going to get it. We're going to figure out how to get the money right then, and we're going to get it. Well, I was in the pawn shop about 2 weeks ago, and I was just walking around, and not trying to interrupt the guy at the table. There's already somebody there. I was just looking around, and I heard this. That iconic little pop they make. I heard that, and I was like, that sounds like an H&R. So I started kind of listening a little bit, and I heard, yeah, 223 ain't really my caliber. It's a little weak for hogs. And I was like, 223 H&R, hold up. So I finally turned around and looked, because I was ear peeping and everything, and I saw this dude holding this, and I was like, oh, yes. So the minute he walked away, they put it back. I walked over there. I said, hey, how much is that? And when I saw the bull barrel, the thumbhole stock, I was like, how much is it? Guy register, he looked at a little tag, said, 300, I think it said 315. I said, put it on layaway, because this pawn shop does layaway. So I said, automatically put on layaway. I put $100 down on it. 3 weeks, 3 weeks, however long it was, she was mine. So I got one of my dream rifles. I'm very happy with it. This is a 24-inch bull barrel target crown. I'm actually not sure what the twist rate is on it. I gotta look that up and check. I'm old stock. It's got some little crappy Barska scope on it, little 3-9. We're gonna replace it eventually. Cool thing, it even came with the little trigger extension, the hammer extension right there to help you cock it. I mean, and this thing is mint. You usually get these, they have surface rust on it. They haven't been taken, because these guns are usually used for, like, you know, your kid's first gun. They can beat it up real good, you know, drop it a few times, or, you know, some farmer's truck gun or something he keeps in the barn to, you know, shoot a coyote every now and then. This thing has been well taken care of. And for the price of this, it was a steal. And the people at the register, I did not tell them until the day I paid it off. I was like, you know these guns right now are going for like twice the amount I bought it for, right? But yeah, only thing I did to it was I added a one of these little cheek risers. You can get these off of Amazon for like $10, 10, 15 bucks. Added my little subdued flag. Gotta have a subdued flag if there's Velcro. Gotta have a patch. And of course, I got a knockoff Harris with the swivel. I gotta have a swivel. So yeah, got that set up. I actually bought center. This is some of the first centerfire ammo I've bought in close to 2 years now. None fancy. It's just some cheap PMC 5.56 not 5.56 223 55 grain full metal jacket. It's brass case, so I'm just getting this so I can fire form some brass, get my shoulder bump measurements and whatnot. So yeah, super stoked about this. We're about to take the first shots with it. We're not going to do it in the yard like we did with the 22. We're actually going out to the cow pasture. I got a nice berm that kind of goes up the hill. That's a good backstop that we're going to shoot into. We're going to shoot at 50 first just to see where it's at. Trying to sight it in right now. It's probably kind of close on, but we're going to shoot it at 50 off the prone. Then we're going to move to 100. I'm really just trying to fire form brass, but I want to see what it shoots at like, and I want to see if my camera setup can pick up the target hole. So hopefully it can. And I'm just not out here shooting. If it can't, I'm just gonna fast forward through the first, after the first 2 or 3 shots. I'm just gonna fast forward and then we're gonna look at the target. So yeah, another pawn shop find, my guys. I got actually, by the way, I actually have a couple more. I have a 22 Hornet, a Sheridan, a Benjamin Sheridan in 22. I think that's a 397, and I have a RS2 Beeman now modified. So we're going to check that. We're going to check those out in later videos. So yeah, let's see what happens. All right, guys. So we're at 50 yards first. The wind is kind of whipping a little hard, so you might not be able to hear me too well, and the camera might sway a little bit, but time to put our first shots in this girl. So, again, this is PMC 55 grain full metal jacket, 223. Ooh, she sights in good. Okay, get my rear back set up here. Okay. iPro, new gun. Don't know if it's going to blow up in my face. All right. First shots. 50 yards. Okay, I don't think that's anywhere on the paper. And didn't shoot the ejector out. That's weird. So I probably should have bore sighted it. Maybe I pulled that one off the paper. I don't know. Let's try one more, and then I'll try and bore sight it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the paper. So, let's do a quick bore sight here. See if we can fix that. So, I really should have bore sighted to begin with. Because when I actually took the barrel off and set it down and looked through the scope, my crosshair was like a foot to the right and up. So, I really doubt that was the actual impact. So that was where it was impacting. So I got it zeroed, not zero, but bore sighted now. So hopefully we're going to be closer. So let's try again. So third shot, hopefully we're actually kind of on target. Got a nice load in my bipod. So let's see here. Okay, we're actually close. Got impact on target. We are high left. Let's see if it's going to group real quick. I need to work on rebuilding my position more. So. Okay, right next to it. Sweet. I'm not horrible, I guess. We're going to do one more. Okay, so I got vertical stringing. I think that's my fault, but it's grouping, so sweet. So I'm gonna adjust my shots now. Okay. All right, so let's move right to 100 and see what happens. Rolled in at 50. We are now at 100. And I gotta say, I know a lot of people are irritated when the ejector doesn't work, but me being a reloader, I actually kind of like it. You know, my brass doesn't go flying everywhere. So, we are now at, I think it's 101 yards down here by my gong. Y'all remember my gong, the one I shot with my 22? Yeah, well, we're down there. Let's see what the groups look like. Let's see how close you are to that. Okay, off to the right a little bit. Elevation spot on. Windage is off a little bit. Let's double check that. Make sure it's not me. I love this gun. There's like no recoil to it whatsoever. Couldn't really tell with that one. So, I gotta say, this scope freaking sucks. Like, it's a cheap scope. Varsca scopes are like $40 max. But the parallax on this thing is freaking horrible. Like, I'm looking down there, and I got like 2 crosshairs, and it's blurry as hell. Jesus Christ. I'm definitely going to put another scope on this. I'm going to put like a center point, something with a parallax. Another Mueller. I love Mueller now, so I might get a Mueller. But this thing, freaking, woo! You know, it's good enough. Like old Jim Bob says, it's good enough for government work. Okay, looks like we're on target. I think I pulled the first one. That haze got me. But the other 2 are on target, so we're in the boiler room. I love this little gun already, man. It's so nice to shoot. Kick that out the way. Yeah, this, like, I'm trying to focus on that black dot down there, but man, it's just freaking hazy. Like, the crosshair is like hazing out on me, and I don't know, maybe it's me, because I do have wind blowing in my eyes. So let me I'm putting my eye pro back on. Let's see here. Whew. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I'm putting about everything on that target, but that's like a 3-inch sticky. So again, we're in the boiler room. It's dead, probably, but definitely not that group we like. We like clover leaves around here. I cannot wait to hand load for this. And I cannot wait to put a better scope on it. Let's put one more in the tube and we'll pull the target, see what it looks like. Because I'm starting to lose feeling in my fingers. Tell you what, one more. go check on the target. Yeah, that needs some work. I'm definitely going to blame myself for these 3, but the rest of them, oh boy, yeah. I think this will be better with some hand loads. So one other thing, when I was talking about the crosshair hazing out, like imagine a crosshair here, but then like all of this was just hazy. Like I couldn't, like it was like the crosshair was all over this. So it was crazy, but yeah, that's that's what we're looking at. That's my hand. So yeah, it's like from here to here, that's probably what, 3 inches. These are 1/2 inch dots, so that's 1, 2. That's a 4-inch freaking group. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, I need to work on that. So, so another thing is, and I'm just giving excuses now. I'm just giving all the excuses. That thing has a 5-pound trigger, which actually isn't horrible. It's not a horrible trigger at all. I don't know. Just saying. I'm just saying it's a 5-pound trigger, not horrible. But there's a way I can drop it down to like 2 pounds with a rebounding trigger, which I might do if y'all want to see that. But yeah, just that's my excuse. So let's get up here and wrap up the video. Okay, guys. So there you go. First shots with my new little dream gun here. Definitely got to replace the scope. This thing. The scope sucks. Point blank. There's no other way around it. For 50 yards, it was fine at 50 yards, but after we got to 100, I'm starting to think this is an air rifle scope with like a 50-yard parallax. Because at 100, it was like this. You know, it was like, and the crosshair was just like hazy. It was like my crosshairs were moving like nuts. So, I don't think I've ever really had that happen. Unless it was like an air rifle scope with like a set parallax of 50. Another thing I'm looking at is this thing. I measured it with my Lima gauge. This has like a I think it's like 5.1 pound trigger, and it's not a horrible trigger, but it's not super conducive to shooting tight groups. So, a large part of that has to do with the hammer and the hammer and the transfer bar setup, and I can change that very easily by changing this to a rebounding hammer. I've talked about this on Trapper Man if y'all follow me on Trapper Man. So I can change it with that rebounding trigger. I can get it down to like 2 pounds, like with no problems whatsoever. I just go from having a transfer bar to having a half cock and a full cock situation like the old rifles, and my hammer will be gold. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. I might end up doing that. But I'll tell you, I'm really excited to start reloading for this because I have a lot of 223 brass I've never used. I almost primarily just shoot 5.56 out of my AR. So really excited to start reloading for it. I really want to try some of those cast bullets because I think this will do really good with cast bullets, especially at 50. So yeah. That was the video. If y'all want to see more of this rifle, possibly me reloading for it, me testing loads for it, let me know in the comments. Let me know if y'all want to see more pawn shop finds videos. And with all that being said, y'all take it easy.